6 linguistic lenses to master English for specific purposes. Words are the tools that shape our world. In every profession, from medicine to engineering, and from business to nonprofits, the right vocabulary empowers us to connect, to innovate, and to lead. Language is more than words. It's about context. So, discourse-level analysis helps us understand how words function in real-time situations, be it in political speech, an academic article, or in social media posts. By analyzing the frequency and usage of the words like freedom in political context or methodology in academic writing, we gain insight into the priorities and styles of different fields. For example, analyzing the frequency of words like freedom, security, and economy to understand political priorities would be an example of political speeches. In academic articles, we could focus on identifying frequent words or frequent terms, like the use of methodology, analysis, and results to characterize academic writing. In news reports, we could focus on examining the prevalence of words like breaking, exclusive, and report to assess journalistic style. When it comes to social media posts, we can focus on tracking common expressions like LOL, OMG, and hashtag to study informal digital communication. And when it comes to customer reviews, we could look at the assessment of the frequency of adjectives like great, poor, or excellent to gauge customer sentiment. Lexicography is the art of dictionary making. It involves selecting and defining words based on their frequency and relevance. High-frequency words like the, be, and to are essential for learners. Understanding lexicographical analysis helps us focus on the most impactful vocabulary for our specific purposes. For example, dictionary compilation is about including high-frequency words like the, be, and to in basic dictionaries. When it comes to thesaurus developments, we would want to identify synonyms for frequently used words such as good, bad, and happy. Imagine working with clients like I would, then you focus on tailor-made materials focused on a professional's needs. And you would then focus on common words like, for example, go, make, and have for beginner learners, which would be much more complex when it comes to C2 level learners. Check out my video on Zephyr, please, to learn more about what Zephyr could do for you in your language learning process. Moving on into spelling guides, highlighting commonly misspelled high-frequency words like receive or separate. And we could zoom in on word lists, so creating frequency-based word lists for standard tests like TOEFL or IELTS. Check out my videos on the vocabulary word lists for more information on word lists related to vocabulary used for academic purposes. Moving on into morphological word analysis. Morphology examines the structure of words. By understanding how words like happy or unhappy and happiness are formed, we can expand our vocabulary more effectively. Recognizing building blocks of words like prefixes, suffixes, and root words enables us to decipher and construct new terms relevant to our fields. Examples: inflectional variants. This is about analyzing the frequency of verb forms like run, runs, ran, and running. All forms of this particular verb. Derivational forms. This is about studying the usage of words like happy, unhappy, and happiness. Compounded words. Examining the prevalence of compounds such as toothbrush, notebook, and sunflower. And then we can focus on prefix usage, so assessing the frequency of words with prefixes such as preheat, redo, and misunderstand. And finally, suffix application, evaluating the occurrence of words ending with ness, mnd, and shun. For example, kindness, agreement, and creation. Then numerical word analysis. As we all know, numbers reveal patterns. Numerical analysis such as Zipf's law shows that a few words are used very, very frequently. As we all know, numbers reveal patterns. Numerical analysis such as Zipf's law show that a few words are used very frequently, while most are rare. By focusing on high-frequency words, we can prioritize our learning and communication strategies to be more efficient and impactful. Examples: Zipf's law is about observing the word the and that word is most frequently used in English, followed by words like be, to, of, and. Over to frequency list, creating ranked lists of words based on their occurrence in large corpora, such as the British National Corpus or the American COCA. Note that the academic word list is also one of those ranked examples, which can be found on my channel. Moving on into statistical modeling, applying models to predict word frequency distributions in different text genres is what that's about. And finally, second language acquisition studies, which is about using frequency data to model how adults acquire vocabulary over time. Then moving on to orthographic word analysis. Orthography deals with spelling conventions. Laymen tend to notice this immediately, right? So understanding the differences between American English color and British English color, or recognizing commonly misspelled words like receive and others, enhances our written communication. Orthographic analysis ensures clarity and professionalism in our writing. We already talked about spelling variants, moving on into homophones as an example. This is about studying the usage patterns of words like there, as in their jeans, there as in not here but there, and there as in they are or they were, for example. Then silent letters, analyzing words with silent letters such as night, right, and psychology. Orthographic neighbors, examining words that differ by one letter, such as cat, bat, and hat, to understand spelling patterns. And finally, irregular spellings, identifying high-frequency words with irregular spelling, such as said, does, and have. Moving on now to phonological word analysis. Phonology focuses on the sound of language. By studying phoneme frequency and patterns such as the th in think, we improve our pronunciation and listening skills. Phonological awareness is key to effective verbal communication. Examples are phoneme frequency, so analyzing how often specific words, specific sounds, like the th sound in think occurs in English, or rhyming patterns, studying the prevalence of rhyming words in poetry and song lyrics, or alliteration, examining the use of repeated initial sounds in phrases like Peter Piper picked a peg, or minimal pairs, identifying word pairs that differ by a single sound, such as bit and pit, to study sound distinctions, and phonotactic constraints, so exploring permissible sound combinations in a language, like the absence of ng at the beginning of English words. So today we talked about the 6 linguistic lenses to master English for specific purposes, but these could also be used for English for general purposes. So today those 6 lenses included discourse analysis, so contextual word usage, lexicography, so dictionary-based word prioritization, morphology, understanding word structures, numerical analysis, frequency patterns in language, and orthography, spelling conventions and variations, and finally, phonology, sound patterns in communication. So mastering vocabulary isn't just about memorizing words. It's about understanding how they function in context, how they're structured, and how they're used. By analyzing language through these 6 lenses, we empower ourselves to communicate with precision and confidence in our specific fields, and LSA Lingua can help you do that. If you like this video, please like it and subscribe to our channel. See you next time. Bye for now.